Special Olympics Pennsylvania is year-round sports training and competition for those with and without intellectual disabilities, and so the money is going to go to help support them to live a more inclusive life. Those in Special Olympics get to travel, they get to form relationships, they get to just enjoy those things that you and I get to do, but they get to do it through the love of sport.
It's basically free for families to send their children to camp throughout the summer to get outside, and for some of them it's the first time they've ever been outside of Scranton city limits to kind of experience nature.
For every dollar that we actually receive, I mean, it goes directly into providing a bag for one of the children that we, provide food for on a weekly basis. And currently at this point, we have 22,000 children that we provide, daily food access for on a weekly basis. And going into the fall, we're looking to have 60,000. So yeah, we're gearing up for a pretty big 2023-2024 school year.
We are a volunteer advocacy organization for kids in foster care, so this money goes to help us recruit, train, supervise CASA volunteers who will advocate for the best interest of the kids.
So we have programming for everybody. We base our programming around like 3 pillars, so to speak: food, healthy food access, local food, and arts and culture, so everything from concerts to live music, theater, and then also youth programs. So we have a ton of youth programs for all ages, starting from 18-month all the way through high school.
One of the problems in our hometown was that our local park, the basketball courts were in total disrepair, and there were no basketball courts open to the public for the kids to play on, probably within a 20-mile radius of Tunkhannock, other than for the school.
So we're still recovering from the fire that we had at Clothesline for Men, and most of the dollars that we're getting are trying to go towards Clothesline for Men and re-up our stock. A lot of what we lost was, work boots and jeans and work pants that we're trying to get back, as well as food purchasing. Everybody goes to the grocery store, that prices are high, and there are a lot of families that can't make ends meet already, and then those increased prices are really putting them behind the starting line.
We're an all-volunteer organization, so every penny that we get goes directly to the care of the cats that are under our care, either medical expenses, food, litter, medications, any kind of supplies they'd need.
So helping folks afford and purchase their first home, making their dreams come true. Aging in place, helping older adults live safely in their home that they've known for so long through critical safety modifications, keeping them safe and active, and then community development work, improving the places that we live through planning and good action on the ground, making it happen.
The mission is to enrich the community through the arts with our many, many different projects. This year is especially wonderful for us. It's the 20th anniversary of our organization, and the biggest news in 20 years is we just bought our own building. So we're opening our own headquarters, galleries, workshop space. June 23rd is our grand opening. We're pushing for a little more fundraising to accomplish some of the renovations to the building.
So the Scranton Fringe Festival is all based on the model of empowering artists to do what they want to do. So we have everything from the amateur to the professional. We do a lot of work with education where we charge little to nothing to the students. We just finished up a wonderful podcast workshop with regional students. They could make and produce their own content. So we're very much about empowering the artist, the creative. And again, that could be an everyday person who just wants to give something a try, or a full professional touring artist and performer. So by investing in us, you are not only empowering arts and culture, but we pride ourselves on promoting Northeast Pennsylvania as a viable creative marketplace.
All the money that we raise in the next 24 hours will go back into the programs and into the things that we do to serve the children that come to our school. For every dollar that gets invested in early childhood education, community gets a $16 return on investment. So $10 in is $160 out.
We need to work on, support to change legislation, bringing resources. So many of these younger people are disowned. I went to ESU and talked with a lot of the kids there. Out of 7 trans kids, 5 were homeless. So this affects every nonprofit.
So the Wright Center for Patient and Community Engagement is that arm of the entity that assists patients and community members with transportation, food, backpacks, uniforms, all the barriers to care for children and families that will make their life better.
Our principal initiative was to start a bakery modeled after Homeboy Industries in California, which was founded by Father Gregory Boyle, who's a Jesuit priest. And he started a bakery to employ former gang members. So we wanted to go with that model to bring it here to northeastern Pennsylvania and to bring job initiatives for those post-incarceration.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is a really important organization because we help local youth really reach their potential. Every youth that we work with comes from a different background, has different goals that they want to achieve, and really we just match them with mentors that are going to help them achieve those goals.
So the Catherine McCauley Center serves those who are experiencing homelessness in Lackawanna and Luzerne County. We do this through a variety of different programming, including our emergency shelters.
NEPA Gives grant and uses the funds that we raise from NEPA Gives to fund all sorts of different projects that we hold throughout the year, and also education and training for our membership. Training includes things like diversity and inclusion training, how to serve on a board for other nonprofits, and it also funds things like our program Smart Sprouts, and then also our new membership program this year, Dot Kits, which is a period kit project that puts together period resources for girls and teens.
We provide environmental education programs in all 4 county school districts, as well as conservation camp, bug fest, maple sugaring programs. We've got big projects that we also support. We have a big one coming up, and we have an annual dinner every year.
We're the largest fully integrated mental health provider in Northeast Pennsylvania. We serve 5 different hospitals in Susquehanna and Lackawanna County. We'll be opening up later this summer 8 patients short-term inpatient crisis unit.
Just celebrated our 115th anniversary in May. We reach over 15,000 people a year that come to visit us at the museum. And one of the things that we do well is our community outreach weekends. So we have several of those during the course of the year.